Hi everyone, it's Lisa and welcome to Lisa's Stamp Studio. I am excited to introduce you to the Stampin Blends labels. This is something we've been wanting to do for some time. I don't know about you, but I often struggle with my Stampin Blends when they're being stored because the tips are very closely related in color, and when I go to pull them out, I'm not quite sure what color they are. So that's where these labels come into play. You're going to need to print off 2 of these on white cardstock. I'm going to recommend that you do that because you're going to want to label both ends of your Stampin' Blends markers. If you only want to label one end, that's fine. You'll only need 1 sheet on basic white cardstock. You're also going to need glue dots, a 3/8 inch circle punch. Stampin' Up does not sell this, but I have it linked for you down in the video description as well as on my website. And I do recommend the Take Your Pick tool. This is going to make lifting those little small dots very, very easy. And you're going to need your paper trimmer. We've placed lines here between the sections, which is going to make it easy for you when you're cutting the paper. So let's go ahead and align that here. I'm going to line that little line right here inside the track of my trimmer. I'm using the dark blade, which is for cutting, which is going to leave us this. You're going to notice too that there's a little bit extra cardstock here. The punch will fit, but I'm going to recommend that you flip this around and you give it another trim on that other black line, and you can even trim it a little closer if you'd like. I'm lining this up at about the 1.5 inch mark, and we'll cut again. You're going to repeat that process for the other labels as well. I love my silicone craft sheet because it's going to keep those little circles from flying all over my work surface. So I'm going to use that as well. I can see here that the first 2 are shaded spruce. So using my punch upside down, I'm easily be able to navigate and punch out that circle. So I've got 1 here, and then I'll flip and I'll do the other one. So there's 1 for the light and 1 for the dark markers. I have my shaded spruce markers here. I'm going to reveal 1 of the glue dots, and this is where my Take Your Pick tool comes into play. I'm going to place it right on top of that glue dot, right in the center, the best that you can. And then here comes the other end of my Take Your Pick tool. It has the paper piercing tool attachment. I'm going to pick it up here at the top. I'm going to come over here to the dark cap. I'm going to place that right here in the center. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the other one as well. I find that lifting it here behind the dark area of the label is going to make this a lot easier for you to put it on top of here. Now this one I went ahead and I did both sides so you can see that they're both labeled. Now I've got another fabulous tip for you. Because it's going to take a little bit of time to get the labels on, you don't want to have to do that again when your marker runs dry. So let me show you what I do. My light Melon Balmo is dry. I'm going to remove the cap and I'm going to discard the used marker. I've got my new marker right here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take off the cap and I'm going to recap it. You'll do that on both sides if you've labeled both of them. You can discard the old cap and this is going to save you from having to relabel the new blends every single time. You'll be able to find the blends labels over on my website under Shop Digital Downloads. It's available for an immediate download. As always, if any questions, reach out to us at orders@lisastampstudio.com. We're happy to help.